Hi guys, and welcome back to War of Prayers. Where we left off last time, Christopher had finally transformed us, which we thought only Liam could do, so let's see what happens next. Why, I thought only Liam could do that. A magic circle flies through the air. A crystal lotus blossom blooms at my feet, giving off light. It's the same transformation as always, but my partner is different. That's frightening and disturbing to me. My knight is supposed to be Liam. Why? Power flows through me regardless of my own will. Flower petals dance in the air. Into the darkness. Abyss! I transformed. I look over at Liam. He's staring silently at me. Christopher just speaks calmly. Now you can protect yourself. Back me up. Okay. Christopher cleaves through every shadow coming after me, steadily advancing towards the hollow. Honestly, I'm so thrown off by this, I'm in no shape to back anyone up. This isn't right. I'm supposed to only have one knight, and that's Liam. I wave my wand. Rain down upon all. Pluvia! A dark rain pounds down upon the shadows. It pierces through them and makes them fade away. Christopher slashes through the last of the shadows before thrusting his great sword at the hollow. Once he stops the endless darkness from moving, the hollow closes on its own. I make extra sure the hollow is fully closed, then I run over to Liam. Liam! Liam snaps out of staring dumbly mode and smiles wryly to me. To think that Christopher of all people was your real knight, Kayla. His tone sounds oddly pained, and his wry smile seems more sad than amused. Liam, what do you mean? I can feel my chest tighten when he looks away from me. Let's discuss this with Troy. Save it for then. He turns away from me and walks off. Ironically, Christopher is the one to answer my question. It's because I killed a close family member of his. Of Liam's? I turn back to Christopher. His expression remains unchanged. Liam spoke of his only family, and he looked so forlorn when he did. He regretted talking mostly in memos and not having enough real conversations. The thought pains me so much I want to cry. Christopher, let's talk later. Liam! I run after Liam. Christopher sighs and watches me go. I de-transform before I go back to the house. It doesn't feel right otherwise. Liam! I run into the house, but it's just Sora, lying uncomfortably on the couch. I hastily check the workroom, the kitchen, and the bedroom. Liam's not here. I stand there, staring. Sora droops his tail, looking awkward. He just left, said something about work. Oh, did you have a fight or something? I'm not sure how I should answer. I did something awful. Could you be more vague? Sora droops his ears. Honestly, I'm at a loss, but Liam's much worse off than I am. I'll apologize to Liam when I see him. I glance at the table. Even with everything that's happened, there's a note lying there. Out working. I'll be home late. His writing is sharp, either from anger or from pain. That night, the city is in so much of an uproar, I can tell from Liam's house on the outskirts of town. Sora insisted on me not going out anymore, so I'm staying home, making dinner. Sora comes back from checking on things. Whew, boy, the city was in chaos. What in the world happened? Word has it that Rebellion's been stepping up their activities, something about 2 temple people getting attacked. What? The warrior priests are pretty serious business. If Rebellion's attacking them, that means they're packing some serious power of their own. And with the strange way the shadows have been acting, people all over town are getting paranoid that Rebellion's controlling the shadows. I remember what Christopher said this morning. Surely they're not after me, right? That's a nasty climate out there. Lots of people talking about finding Rebellion and throwing the book at them. But isn't that what the shadows want? Yeah, shadows are born from people's malice. Do you remember the shadows eating shadows? I nod. Right now, shadows are being created from all this anger and hatred for Rebellion. If there's anything a shadow would eat. I grip my crystal. I'd better find Liam. Oh, come on, Kayla, you can't transform, right? Sora droops his ears. And if you go out and get caught up in all that mess, you're just going to give Liam even more headaches. Well, I'll leave a note this time. Try to consider Liam's feelings here. I slump in place and look down. Did Liam feel that anxious when I left without leaving a note? It's so frustrating not being able to do anything but wait. If only I had power. I clasp my hands, gazing downwards. Sora yawns loudly. How about making me a nice dinner instead? Liam and I would both like that. I can't help but laugh. Alright, fine. We're having beef stew today. Beef! Seeing Sora grow sparkly-eyed is enough to lighten my mood a bit. Liam never comes home that night. The next morning, Sora and I haven't had breakfast. We're just waiting for Liam to come home. Liam's being targeted by rebellion, and on the same night that warrior priest got attacked. Honestly, as long as I don't know if Liam's safe, I can't even sleep. Sora and I are both sitting there quietly, when suddenly, the front door opens. Liam walks in without a word. Liam, welcome home! Was everything okay? Liam looks tired and he doesn't make any eye contact with me. I had a customer say I shouldn't leave until everything outside is safe. I guess when you're a highly prized tailor, people lend you a hand. Pretty much. Have you had breakfast? I'd like to talk some. Would you let me sleep a little? Liam heads into his workroom without another word. Normally, he'd just sleep on the living room couch. Even the slight increase in distance makes me feel forlorn. My chest feels tight. I stare quietly at his workroom door. Liam doesn't wake up until past noon. I spent all morning thinking about him, but when I see him, I'm not sure what to say. Let's wait for Liam to speak. Oh gosh, I don't even know where to start. I glance at Liam. He doesn't say anything. After an uncomfortable silence, I drop my courage and speak. Liam, look, I'm sorry. Liam glances at me. Last night was a long night of waiting, and it showed me how I make you feel. And I broke my promise to stop going out without a word. I'm really, really sorry. Liam sits on the couch looking worn out. It's no big deal. I don't really expect much from verbal promises anyways. His cold tone makes me want to cry. But I deserve this. I brought this on myself. I hang my head. Liam pats the couch cushion next to him, like he wants me to sit down. I sit down, still eyeing the floor. Liam looks off into the distance and speaks. I share some of the blame for not explaining things to you. Don't worry about it. Liam gives a worn-out smile, one that hurts me to see. What did you hear from Christopher? That the shadows are after me, and that he killed your relative. I answer softly. Liam gazes up at the ceiling. I can't speak much about the shadows, but the other part is true. Oh, my only family was my big sister. Her name was Annabelle. She was the Prayer Maiden of Nox, and she's no longer with us. I look at Liam's face. He looks like he's ready to cry. Annabelle had a dark crystal and wielded dark magic. Her knight was Christopher. But she loved Christopher. Her crystal went out of control, and in the end, she was the only one to perish. I think back to when the Prayer Maiden said we weren't allowed to fall in love. So if you fall in love, your crystal goes out of control. You die, and Nox was destroyed, its people scattered to the four winds. If the commoners knew that love was the reason for it all, their anger would fall squarely upon the Prayer Maidens. No wonder it's a secret. Liam continues with an undertone of anger in his voice. Her knight should have known full well that she mustn't fall in love. He should have lived up to his role as knight and turned away her feelings, but he never did. I listen with mixed feelings. Is that true? If Christopher really loved Liam's sister, would he have had it in him to turn her away? It hurts to sever your feelings. It's not as simple as Liam makes it out to be. So I say nothing. I continue watching Liam uncomfortably. Liam sees me and smiles wryly. He reaches out gently for me. I'm sorry. I never wanted to see that look on your face. Liam's delicate fingertips trace my cheek. My heart pounds loudly. I look away, feeling something I can't say. The thump, the thump. My heart is too loud. What's wrong with me? I still can't put my feelings to words, and because of that, I can't see the way my crystal is changing. Liam Main Story Chapter 9. Liam and I have more or less made up. Why don't we go out after this? I've got half the day free. Liam suggests over coffee. You haven't had any long strolls through town yet. Sora is wagging his tail eagerly. That sounds wonderful. I'd love to go. But would it be safe to walk around after what happened last night? Sora told me that the city was in a foul mood after rebellion attacked the temple. The night is over, but my anxiety remains. I think it's actually a good reason to walk around. The townspeople have been planning an upbeat event for a while, and they want to use that to lift the mood in the town. An event? Like a festival or something? Ooh, I want to go! He wags his tail madly. Liam and I laugh as always. When we head out into town, the streets are bustling with people. All the storefronts have products to set out, and all the cafes have open-air tables. It all feels very liberating. Hey, it's Liam! Show that thing you do! A group of children spot Liam and flock to him. I remember when Liam ran a puppet show for children before. Could you give me a few, Kayla? Yes, of course. Liam asks me, then considers a moment, before drawing a piece of cloth out of his pocket. He swiftly sews into the reddish-brown piece of cloth until it becomes a familiar figure. It's me! Sora wags his tail in delight. The children seem happy too. He sews in Sora's initial for a finishing touch. When he does, the Sora doll starts running through the crowd of children. They chase it eagerly. Sora joins in the chase. Everybody's excited. Does Liam do this a lot? The children seem to expect it. Liam is watching the children fondly. I smile at the sight of him. My, I was wondering what all the commotion was. One of your puppet shows, I turn to the sound of a slightly crackled voice. Enos, the clothier shopkeeper, is limping our way. Enos, did you get injured? Yes, I cut my leg with a trade tool. Silly, I know. Take extra good care of yourself, okay? I say in concern, but Enos laughs loudly. It's a pity, too. I wanted to go to an event and invite you along, if not for this leg. What event? Oh, you don't know? It's called the Wife-Carrying Race. Any couple can play, and it's the big centerpiece event today. The Wife-Carrying Race? As you might guess, it's a race where men carry women. The fastest couple wins fabulous prizes. Enos points to them. A 1-year pass on Sanctus Sweets tour. A top-of-the-line pot of few set. 20 pounds of marbled meats? We all gulp. How about it, you two? You look like a lovely young lady and handsome young gentleman. No, we're not that kind of couple. But Liam isn't taking his eyes off the pot of few set. It's just couples, right? We can't take our dog. Who, me? No dogs allowed. Hey, I'm more than a regular mutt. Sora pounds the ground with his forepaws. Liam looks at me determined. A top-of-the-line pot of few set. A 1-year sweets tour. In this moment, our hearts are one. All right, Kayla, we're in. If I'd known I'd be in for this, I would have gone on a diet. What about me? What about my marbled meat? Sora lets out an anguished howl. Mamoru shows up, seemingly right on cue. Hey, Kayla, Sora, you're looking lively. What's up? I should ask you that, Mamoru. Did you have business in Sanctus? Just a little discussion with Troy. What's wrong, Sora? My marbled meat. What? I give him the rundown. So, it just has to be a couple, right? Mamoru looks at Sora and grins. Whoa, wait a minute. I've got a bad feeling about this. Marbled meat? Marbled meat! Okay then. Mamoru ruffles Sora like that settles in. All right, I'll go get it. Wait here. Mamoru sweeps Sora up and runs off to his store. A few minutes later, apparently they bought knitting yarn at a clothier. Sora's wearing an improvised wig made of yellow yarn, and Mamoru is carrying him in his arms. This is my girlfriend, Josephine. I want to enter the race. Hello there. I'm Josephine. I'm his girlfriend. Sora sounds super awkward, and he doesn't even look like a female dog. No dogs allowed. She's my girlfriend, not a dog. The merchant narrows his eyes at them. Okay. I apologize for that part. This is a dog, but it's my girlfriend. The dog needs to leave now. How dare you speak to this brilliantly perfect behaved chihuahua that way? No chihuahuas allowed. Sora buries his snout in the yarn wig and starts wailing. My marbled meat. Okay, fine, I'll enter with Kayla. How about that? That young lady is already spoken for. You don't have a partner, do you? The merchant's demeanor makes Mamoru grimace. You are hereby disqualified. The merchant receptionist shuts Mamoru down coolly. I'm not sour over being the only guy without a prayer guardian, no siree. Mamoru? Mamoru runs off crying. Aw, Liam, Sora, and I all watch him go. Look, if you and Mamoru went out there as a couple, I think it'd cause some issues. Yeah, huh. Thinking about it, I guess I am a manly chihuahua. Sora pats me with a straight face. I'm counting on you for that marbled meat. We've got this, Sora. Liam always gives 100% to things. Who, me? I'm a little easygoing about this, considering all I have to do is get carried. It's right before the start of the wife-carrying race. Enos wasn't kidding about this being the centerpiece event. It's drawing a huge crowd. I can see Sora and Enos cheering in the audience. Now, tell me what you like about your wife or girlfriend. The race MC asks Liam. She's not my girlfriend. Pot a few. Sora cheers from the stands. Liam glances at the prize in question, then answers calmly. Her constant positivity, I suppose. She's also a good cook. I glance at Liam. He's blushing slightly, like this is awkward for him. I know he's saying it for the prize, but it's still nice to hear. Looks like we have a show-off. What about you, ma'am? I answer eagerly. He doesn't talk much, but he's very sweet and diligent. He's always looking out for me. Goodness, you're making me blush now. The audience erupts. I can see Sora and Enos laughing. I glance at Liam. He's looking ahead calmly, but his cheeks have a faint hint of red to them. Liam's so shy. I guess he's not a perfect liar. I feel happy, like I've made another discovery about him. Now let's have the husbands get into position, carrying their wives. There's quite a turnout for the race itself. Some couples are going piggyback, others are carrying wives in their arms. How shall we do this? Carrying in arms. I've always wanted to have someone sweep me off my feet, but it would make running hard, and it's not the kind of thing I can just ask for. I stammer awkwardly for a few moments. Liam studies our surroundings closely. It looks like a lot of teams are opting for the carrying in their arms. That might be the optimal strat. Huh? I know he's in it for the pot of few, but when he gives me that serious look, it makes my heart flutter. Top of the line pot of few set. Liam nods. That's right, that's what we're here for. Well, besides, I think it would be more stable for you that way. You'd be less likely to get hurt. He looks away blushing. As a man, I want to do a proper job of carrying. It's not fair to say that. I realize I'm blushing as much as he is. And so I end up with Liam carrying me in his arms. Liam sweeps me lightly off my feet and gets into position at the starting line, his face perfectly deadpan. I hold on tight to make sure I make this as easy as possible for him. Ready? Go! The merchant signals the start of the race. Liam takes off swiftly. Liam's fast! A signboard soon comes into sight, 200 m. I just realized I don't know how long this race is. Then I see the smaller text under the distance marker. This is just the warm-up. Now push for 1.5k. 1.5k! Liam silently bypasses every couple in front of us. Sorry, I bet I'm heavy, huh? I ask uncertainly, but Liam just continues facing forward. There's only one couple ahead of us now, a burly man carrying a petite woman. But we just can't quite seem to close that little gap. Liam looks as intent as he does in battle. You can do it, Liam! Those are last year's race winners. They're tough. Enos yells out in a cracked voice. We're gonna win this. Hold on tight. Liam's getting worked up like a kid. Liam clenches his jaw, the gold flag in the distance. We take second place. And for our second place winners, 10 ounces of marbled meat and a free pass for 2 to a sweets buffet. All participants win a set of lovey-dovey mugs. Liam stands there frustrated as they hand out the prizes. We would have had it if the track was 500 meters longer. He looks at the prizes, panting. So much for the pot of few. Premium bonus episode, Liam Chapter 9. Liam slumps in place and hangs his head. Then the winning couple walks up. That was one heck of a race. I've never had someone give me a run for my money like that. The husband compliments him generously. Thank you. Liam thanks him, but he still looks frustrated. I can see how close you two are. You two are in perfect sync back there. The wife smiles brightly when I say that. Thank you so much. I think you make a lovely couple too. You can't get very far when you're not in good sync. We're not a couple, but I take it as a compliment to our own status as Prayer Maiden and Knight. Thank you. By the way, if I may be so bold, the wife lowers her voice. I'll be honest, the hubby just hates pot of few. Would you be willing to take the pot of few set off our hands? What? Liam cries out in a rare show of emotion looking at the wife. Now look how happy he is. Are you certain? He looks as innocent and carefree as I've ever seen him. Wow, I never knew he could smile like that. Seeing a genuine, non-unbalanced smile on his face warms my heart. Yes, you said your girlfriend was a good cook? Let her make lots of pot of few for you. I will. Liam accepts the pot of few set in a basket and looks at me. Kayla, would you be willing to make pot of few again? Yes, of course. I smile and nod. Liam smiles happily again. All that hard racing paid off. Thanks, Kayla. Oh, you. That's all you ever think about. I laugh and Liam replies without breaking a smile. That's not true. I think about you making it. Aww. I'm debating what to say when he looks at me and declares firmly, next year, Kayla, we will win this. Oh, that's my favorite expression of his. We will end it on this and see how it goes, making Liam some more pot of few next time. Thanks for watching.